it's recording. It wasn't even recording before. So here we are at Grandma and Grandpa's house
in Cambria, California.
in Cambria, California. It's around Christmas time, so the Grandma and Grandpa decorated their stuff here a bit. And I'm gonna talk to Grandpa and see what things he remembers from his
I don't remember
long
much.
life. Dad,
Yes.
you are 81 years old, almost. This
Yes,
is
almost.
Grandpa. Dad, do you have an earliest childhood memory? Like, do you remember kindergarten or preschool? Or
Oh,
those
I
times?
remember living in Indiana, Macy.
Did you go to school
I
there?
remember that. I remember that real well. Yeah, we didn't go to school there. It was before I went to school.
Huh.
And I was born in Chicago, and then my parents my dad had to get a job. He lost his work there. Went to Macy, Indiana, total of 500 people, and that was a lot of people for there. And he was a janitor at the high school. And I had a lot of fun. That was a nice place to grow up. It's small. It was real small, a tiny place. I've seen it since. And I can't believe I wasn't there. But
That was in Macy?
Macy, Indiana. And that was nice. They used to have, in the summertime, weekends where you could go in and watch cartoons and stuff. And no, it was just a wonderful place.
Where would you watch the cartoons?
It was outside. It was next to one of the businesses. I don't know. They had, and they set it up. They would put the screen up, and they had invite all the people that wanted to. And there'd be maybe 20, 30 kids there.
How old do you think you were?
Oh, I was. Well, I learned how to walk there. So I was from 2 to 5 about.
Huh.
And I remember it quite well because it was so nice as far as living was concerned for me. And
Did you have a TV when you were there?
no, they didn't have. They had TVs weren't out yet. They were. It was we had a radio.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get a TV until we moved back to Chicago, and then we lived in Chicago, downtown Chicago, actually around Humboldt Park. And we got my uncle got a TV first, and then we would go over to his house and watch TV there.
Which
And then,
uncle? Uncle Toots?
Pardon?
Was that Uncle Toots?
Uncle Pete.
Uncle Pete?
Yeah, and that was kind of I had had a kid get mad at me and knife and stab a knife at me, and
What was that?
I was sitting. You actually got a picture of me and my friend sitting on the front porch in Chicago, and I was maybe 6 or 7. I was in school, and a kid that was 14 or 15 years old came by, and for some reason he had a sharp stick, and he stabbed me with a stick, and my mom got his mom, or his dad rather, told him what happened, and I saw his dad beat the heck out of him.
Wow.
It was a Polish neighborhood, and now I don't know what it is now. Then we moved to North Lake. and I was 9 or something like that at North Lake.
You can sit over there. The camera's only on.
And we lived in North Lake, Illinois. It was a suburb until I was about 11 years old. Then they moved here to California. So I spent.
How did you like the move?
It wasn't good for me because I had all my friends were in school in North Lake, and when I came out here, they dressed different, talked different, acted different, and I was brand new, so, and I was picked on a lot.
Mm.
But
Did you guys drive out here?
yes, we drove out here. It took about 4 or 5 days to get out here.
Did you have an opinion when you left, or did you decide only that it was after you got back that it was bad? Nuts. Like when you were coming to California, were you excited, and then you got here and it wasn't as great as you thought, or was it?
I wasn't excited I was just happy to move. It was fun to make the move. And but when I got here, then it was real difficult because I had to adjust junior high school.
Oh yeah, it's the worst time.
Yeah, and it was just totally different. Kids were different. I made some friends though. I made a couple of friends that I still got today. And
Which ones?
Paul Bergdorf was one. Bill Storm was another. Don McKenzie was another. But Paul Bergdorf is probably the closest. And he's still around. He's doing pretty good. He's older than I am. He's 82. And anyway, it was an interesting move.
They're all still around, aren't they?
All those three I talked about are, yeah.
What about Bill? Did you say Bill Storm?
Yes, he was here just not too long ago.
So Bill Storm, Paul Bergdorf, Don McKenzie.
Don McKenzie, yeah. But Bill Storm and Paul Bergdorf are the two I see the most, or talk about the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. We both all made it into our 80s. I'm going to make at least 81, I think.
Yeah, I think you got that one.
Yeah. So they're all 82.
And you guys, did you go to high school as well?
Went to junior high and high school, yeah.
When did things start? Did things start to get better for you at some point?
Yeah, in high school.
High school?
Yeah. Actually, what happened was Paul Bergdorf became a football star when he was in there, and he was my friend, best friend, actually. And so once he was around as my best friend, people left me alone because he would beat him up. He was good that way too. He still is. He's still that way. He hasn't changed as far as his. I'm gonna miss him, and he's gonna miss me too. Bill Storm's another one, but Paul was the closest.
Yeah, he calls every now and then to see.
Yeah, I know he does. He gets confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's all right.
Yeah. Well, so then you went to high school, and then after that, did you go straight to the Army, or?
No, I went to Glendale Junior College for. I got about 2 years in, and then I got drafted, and I spent my draft years, most of it in New York, Governor's Island, as a military police, and that was good duty. That part was really good when I was an escort guard. I went there as a clerk. And then when I got there, they changed my mind. They changed it and decided they needed MPs. But what they need, I wasn't trained for it. But what they needed was guards for we had the second largest prison on, can't think what it's called now.
Was it Staten Island?
No, it was Governor's Island.
Governor's Island.
Yeah, it was also First Army headquarters.
Did it start with an S?
Huh?
Did it start with an S? No.
No, wait a minute. It's
Rikers Island? It's not an island, huh?
no, it's Governor's Island,
It's Governor's Island.
but I can't remember the name of the castle. Castle Williams,
Oh.
and it was built, and that was built in the during the Civil War, or for the Civil War.
Hmm.
And it was kind of miserable. I hated that because I looked like I was 10 years old, and I was supposed to govern these people that were in prison for a few years.
Hardened criminals.
Yes. Well, they weren't. They were. Some of them were, but some of them were AWOLs, just AWOLs. You know, they got caught and fought back. That was it. When I got out of that. That was really interesting because then I did a lot of investigations in New York with New York police and upstate New York and New Jersey. And I can't think of the other state that's right next to it. But that was kind of fun because you dress up